Today in class, I was talking to my juniors about the Jim Crow laws of the South, how they came about. We talked about poll taxes, we talked about grandfather clauses, having to produce papers in order to vote, how you had to establish residency in a certain place for a certain amount of time before you're allowed to vote, all that good stuff. And it all centered around the legality of it, centered around a case called Plessy versus Ferguson. Now, Plessy versus Ferguson is a Supreme Court case based on a guy down in New Orleans who was 7/8 white and 1/8 black. I don't know how you measure that, but that's what they said he was. He was tossed from the whites only train and forced to ride on the colored train. So he sued for access, and Supreme Court said, well, that train can do what they want to do. Private industries can do what they want to do, and actually state governments can do what they want to do as long as they're not depriving people, excuse me, of their actual rights. And so what they said was, if you have a train with two separate cars, but they're going to the same place at the same speed, well, that's equal. So what if one car is cushioned, meals served, private booths, all that stuff, and the other car is basically benches with wheels on them rolling down the track and in the middle of all the smoke and smut? It's the same service being provided, right? So what if one water fountain is cooled and the other water fountain is a spigot on the wall? It's the same water that's coming out. That's separate but equal. If you're both watching the same movie, one's behind a pole, one's on the front row, hey, it's separate but equal. I've sat in crappy seats at Wrigley Field before, haven't we all? So that got me thinking. This mask mandate, this vaccine mandate that Joe Biden is pushing, do you remember the speech? How many times he used the word minorities? Specific minorities led by specific minority politicians. Those are his words. Don't hate me. Those are his. And what this is evolving into, you're hearing the media, you're hearing politicians and stuff say, well, if they don't want to be vaccinated, if these minorities, their words, not mine, don't want to be vaccinated, then they can just work from home. Oh, so it's separate but equal. You still have a job, right? Oh, well, they should be denied entrance to the restaurant because, they could still get food, just not in public with the civilized majority. Those minorities, our patience is running thin, right? We need to do something about these minorities. All these are Joe Biden quotes I'm dropping in here. If they can't show their papers, they're killing Americans, and something should be done about them. They should be silenced. They should be denied. I've heard on CNN or MSNBC, one of those two denied the right to vote, denied the right to go out in public, kept their kids out of schools. We should have separate schools for the unvaccinated. Dude, that's Jim Crow. All you did was swap race for vaccines. That's it. You're using the exact same language. Just this time, it's aimed at unvaccinated people. Something to think about.